going to cover 12/8 or slow blues groove right now. And when I was younger, I thought this was not much to it. Maybe I even thought it was a little boring, and was I wrong? This can be a super pocket, and if you want to improve your groove or you want to improve your feel, this is a really good groove and feel to develop, because there's so much space here and you really have to have your time and your pocket together to play this convincingly. Right now I'm going to demonstrate this in its most basic form. Right now I'm just going to play 12/8, and this could be slow 4, this could be triplets as well. Either way, it sounds the same. It's just how do you want to write it out. But this is going to be 8th note equals 135 BPM, and I'm just going to be playing very simple 8th notes or triplets, however you want to count it, on the hi-hat, and then backbeat on 2 and 4, and then we'll get into some of the more elaborate things that you can do with it in just a minute. That seems super simple, and when I was younger, I thought, oh, that's easy, that's simple. Well, can you do it without rushing or dragging? And can you do it convincingly, where everybody's going to rely on you to keep that right there? And that's the challenging part, is that there's so much space in between the notes. Can you play this without moving? So one of the very cool things that we can do is to add a skip beat in the middle here, and I'm going to add this right now. My teacher and mentor, Johnny Vodakovich, credits Earl Palmer, the great Earl Palmer, who played on a lot of the early Fats Domino and Little Richard sessions in New Orleans. Earl Palmer would play a skip beat on this triplet, and just this adds a little bit of sonic activity without getting too busy, but this keeps things moving forward. It's just super hip and just enough to keep the beat moving forward. In general, you want to play that skip beat somewhere in between straight and swing. And I talk about this in my In Between the Cracks lesson. Now, you don't want to play this too swing. That could sound really awful. I'm intentionally playing that badly. You don't want to do that. You also don't want to play this too straight. Again, I'm intentionally playing this badly. Yeah, that's hard for me to even do. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't move you. You want to develop this to where you can play it somewhere in between straight and swing. So now let me show you a few examples of things that you can do that are tasteful, that you can add to this basic 12/8 slow blues type of groove. And we don't want to elaborate on it too much. Again, you want to leave space, and simplicity is key with this. But a few little tasteful things are okay. I'm going to show a few of those to you now. So in that last playing example, I might have added some stuff that might have been a little challenging and maybe a little independence oriented with the left foot and stuff. These are things that I've just developed over time. But notice that even when I was doing that, I was keeping those things underneath the main groove. The most important part of this groove is consistent eighth notes or triplets, if you want to think of them that way, in the right hand, and then a nice solid backbeat with the left, and a nice one on the bass drum. You can play this backbeat as a nice full backbeat on the snare drum, but you can also play it as a cross stick. So let me play a few variations where we're playing the cross stick in the left hand. You might notice that I am muffling the drum with my phone. If you do that, you want to make sure that you don't hit the phone. I like to play with a nice deep snare drum, and right now I'm playing the Gretsch Swamp Dog 8-inch snare drum because I like a nice throaty, deeper snare sound for this type of groove, and I also like to muffle it a good bit. So I may put the phone on the drum. Sometimes I may even put the big fat snare drum on here, but I like a nice fat, full sound that's not too ringy when playing this type of groove. Right now I'm gonna have a little fun with this, and I'm gonna experiment and improvise, and some of these things might get you fired, but this is a fun style for me to play in, so I'm just gonna have a little fun with it and see what I can come up with just improvising a little bit. This is just an abbreviated lesson that I'm presenting on YouTube. I have a full lesson on this that has notation on the screen and also has a downloadable PDF, and that's available at Stanton Moore Drum Academy. You can check that out and all of the material that I've been filming and presenting over the last 5 years. And there's a 14-day trial, so you can try it out risk-free and see if the Academy is for you. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I am posting new lessons, which I will be doing a lot of. So thank y'all very much for watching, and I appreciate your time, and I'll see you down the line.